Welcome back. So good news, we've had it running. I managed to keep it running. Not very good, but it does stay running. So what I did was, I tried this coil here, nothing at all. It might pop and bang and that'll be it. So I went back to the other coil and it ran. As I said, it's not running perfect, but it's running long enough for me to try and put a strobe on it, which you're going to see now. I'm thinking it's the coil. I really am now. I'm thinking it's a coil. These are second-hand coils anyway, so someone could just lump them in together just to get rid of them because they know it's bad. So I could be working with crap here, the usual Lambretta crap, you know what I mean? The stuff that keeps messing you around. You think it's the timing and you think it's the carb. The carb is much better, obviously, because it's been running. But I reckon that's the bitch there. I reckon that is failing, because it won't rev up and it just stay so yeah, I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna try and get it running again enough that I could put it on a strobe, and that'll give us a ballpark mark of what the timing is. But yeah, I think it's the coil, I really do. So let's give it a go. It was hard to tell because the timing mark was dancing all over the place. It was... See if you can see it. Right. That's top dead center there. That's 26 degrees. So what it was doing is going up, down, up, down, up. It kept doing that all the time. When it was on the high revs, it was down there. But when it was on the low revs, it went up here. So, I'm not too sure about that. Anyway, let's give it another go. I'm going to mark on the starter plate and on the thing where it was running, just get a ballpark mark. Yeah, something's not right there. I think it's the coil. Also, it's bellowing out a load of smoke. It smells a bit perfumey. Doesn't smell like two-stroke, it smells perfumey. But I've just done the oil seals on that. I put all new oil seals and bearings. What could that be? Can't be oil seals because I've just done them. So the smoke's, as I said, the smoke's quite perfumey. I mean, yeah, I know I've just rebuilt it, so, and the bearings were the sealed, you know, like the sealed type bearings, where they're not, they've got like caps over them because they've got grease in them. So I found all the bearings online, you see. I didn't buy the bearing kit, like charge too much for it. It's fucking ridiculous. So I found all the bearings on my own, which was correct, and they all fitted correct, lovely. But I took one side of the caps of them, you see, just to make sure they get oil. But I know they're covered in grease. Could it be that? But then it shouldn't be going in the cylinder, should it? It should be just two-stroke. But it smells a bit oily. I think what I might do is get another coil for it. I reckon there's a coil as well. Look, it's just chucking oil. I've got that's what's coming out of it. Smells perfumey. I put gearbox oil in there, like normal. The mineral stuff, I couldn't bother, you know, the mineral oil. But that's like black. Put a fan on it just to cool it down as well. Fucking hell, piece of shit. LD crap. If I had a Series 1 or 2 engine, or GP or LI, I could have had it done by now, no problem. But because I'm new to these LDs, I don't have much of an idea. But can't be oil seals because I've literally just done them. I made sure it was all perfect, you know, nothing snagged on it or anything. I was very careful with it. All the bearings fitted in lovely, but it's just it's not burning like a two-stroke. The width is a bit odd. But as I said, could that be just a new build engine? Because I know they do smoke a bit when you've built engines and shit until they've calmed down a bit. But this one is constantly smoking. I mean, you look at the smoke when it was running, it wasn't blue, it had a white tinge to it, but it didn't smell, you know, it didn't smell like dusty when she's running. really tell it's, you know, that's a two-stroke. You smell it, but it's got like a perfumey smell. Anyway, I think I might bite the bullet and get a coil for it. It sounds like the coil's breaking down, you know, it's not revving up. The coil's crapping itself. I reckon it could be that. Anyway, if any of you mess around with these LDs, I would really appreciate a comment down below. Anyone on the Lambretta forums that watches this as well, comment down below, because I'm starting to rack my brains out now. As I said, if this was like an LI or a Series 1 GP engine, I would have had it done by now, no problem. But you know, in the past, I've messed around with these type of things with points and that and coils. I know they do mess you about a bit with the coils. I've been doing this before, you know, with my old GP. Keep fucking around the starter plate points and that and coil. And it runs a bit crap. You put a new coil on in it and it runs perfect. If you pick the old one up and fucking lob it away. So yeah, I got a feeling it's the coil, to be honest. Anyway, yeah, I would really appreciate a comment down below. That's going to be for me today. Maybe, hopefully, you'll respond and I can have another think about it. But it doesn't matter where I put that timing mark, it does run. You know, I removed it again, it ran a bit better. The timing mark was probably about there this time, just before top dead center, which was a bit better instead of, but that's my 26, so it's not making sense to me. But then could that be the coil? Well, yeah, because obviously I'm on the strobe light. The coil could be intermittent. Yeah, intermittent. With its, well, I know it's sparking all the time, but on load is another story, isn't it? Anyway, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and like I said, do comment down below, because it's doing my head in. I mean, that oil chucking out is throwing me off now. I understand when you first start an engine and it smokes, that's fine, but it's constantly doing it, and it's white, but it's got a bit of a bluey tinge to it, which tells me it's oil seals. But then, as I just said, I've replaced the oil seals. Yes, I've used those bearings that, you know, got grease in them, but you just take the one half of the seal off just to make sure it gets the gearbox oil. So I don't think it's really that, to be honest. I know it could be sucking in oil, but it shouldn't be burning it like that. It shouldn't get oil going in there. Just do not make sense. Yeah, anyway. Please like and subscribe. Bye for now.